Hey guys, what's up? Angren with another Diablo 4 Spiritborn build guide, and today I want to show you the Andariels Visage Quill Volley Spiritborn. So it is not as good as the orange Quill Volley, but you still can clear T150 with it. And also the cool community members Ryzen, we go fun out of this build or they invented this build. I also have a crushing hand version of it, but I will also update my crushing hand build again. But now let's talk about the Quill Volley. Why it is so good for Quill Volley? Well, we're gonna attack so many times with Quill Volley. We're gonna hit up to 8 of our feathers that it will deal so much damage. And because of our Quill Volley aspect, these will also return to our target. So this is another good thing that we just gonna get all of our Quill Volleys back, and we have the double impact of the Quill Volley, so they're gonna shotgun pretty hard. Also, the big boom of damage, for anyone that doesn't know how the Andariels Visage build will work, comes with a Nux Resonance. It will scale all of our poison damage and it will get enhanced by our crit stack damage. That's the reason why we can crit for even up to quadrillions damage. But one of the problems is still the resource chain. You need to have at least some tools to get your resource chain up, like a chance to restore your primary resource, and you also need to have the Ravager with your core skills that you're gonna generate more vigor and some other generation nodes. And also have a high amount of like hit chance through your Fist of Fate. This should work. If you still have some resource problems, take some basic skill here and then cast it whenever you need it. But you should be fine if you have the tools that I showed you here. Also, the next important thing for this build is to maximize out your attack frames. Ideally, you want to have 11 attack frames. Also, this breakpoint Blana is presented by Sanctum, also another cool community member and content creator, so props to him. And with this tool, we can calculate our actual attack speed, and we need to hit at least 163% attack speed. So change it to the Andariels Visage. So if you have a perfect Andariels Visage with a greater affix and also triple crit, which is really unlikely because it is really hard this season to get a triple crit with a J Andariels Visage, you basically don't need any other source of attack speed in your first bucket. But let's say you're an unlucky guy like me that doesn't find Andariels Visage with an attack speed J and also cannot hit triple crits on it. I will still advise you just to go for the double hit and attack speed and then let the triple crit hit whatever it hits. And let's gonna say we're gonna have 43.5% attack speed. So we're gonna have only 63% 5 attack speed. So we need at least one ring with attack speed. So you can see we're gonna have 91.5% attack speed, and with another elixir that will give us attack speed, and also it will give us like hit chance. We're gonna hit the 100% uptime in our first bucket. So I won't advise you to take the Virus Bloodthirst because it has a low uptime. The ring here is with, I think, double crits or triple crits. I don't even know it. If you don't crit it, you can just go either for a second attack speed or go for Variana for the Bloodthirst. But try to at least get a double crit. This shouldn't be that hard, and then you don't even need the ring one, or you can go with a normal ring one and then to get your 100% uptime of your first bucket. So this is really important. You want to hit your first 100% attack speed bucket before you're gonna start pushing. As I said, should be really easy. So for the second bucket, we're gonna have Ferocity, Rapid, and Acceleration. So we're gonna play with Ferocity, and let's gonna assume that we have 100% here. So we are maxed out with 13 stacks, and you will get 13 stacks with your Ferocity, either the aspect max, but if you're not lucky enough to get your Ferocity aspect max set, go with the Checker Spirit Horse. So we'll get one more Ferocity stack, and then you will also have 13 stacks, and you will get to your 100% attack speed cap. So take your Ferocity Checker Spirit Hall as a second when you don't have the max aspect yet. Otherwise, you can go for a Gorilla Spirit Hall, but you have to have a max of your Duelist aspect. Also, the next thing is barrier generation. So it is really important to hit up to 100% of our max life as barriers. So how can we achieve it? Well, through Vicious Shield, as you know, now we're going to do absurd amounts of damage. So we're going to want to max our shield, and with the bulwark, I think we either have 45 or 55%, I think 45% barrier. So we need to get another 65% barrier, and we're gonna basically get it through our 2 gear parts and also through our gems. So we're gonna hit our gear with 2 barrier gens sockets and also 2 barrier gen rolls. When you have your boots max and hit at least one time the barrier generation, then you should be at 123% barrier bonus, and then you're also max. So try to hit one time at least a barrier generation, also get your barrier generation on your 2 gear pieces and also get your gems for it. So these are the most important breakpoints that you should reach before you're gonna start pushing into the pits. So, and I also want to show you some tips when you're gonna push your pit. Always try to get a boss when you're pushing with high amounts of ads. So the Scourge of the Land is by far the best option to push because he has so many ads to play with. I will show you this in a minute when he gets a huge chunk of damage. So as you can see, he got really high amounts of damage. So he has 2 or even more ads now. So when we kill them, he just gonna get smelted and he will spawn so many ads. So always try to get a good boss with ads. You really need the ads because without the ads, this build isn't that good and you cannot kill the 150 bosses. And for your channel pit play, just gather all of the enemies and then spam your Quill Volley. As I said, maybe you still have some problems with your resource. You can also ask me in the comments down below to get some tips for your resource gen if you don't solved it out. And you can clear 150 with it. I will show you my gear, the tempering, skilltree and paragon board and my max. But before we're gonna jump into the build, please leave a like and a sub if you liked this video until now, and also leave a follow on my Twitch channel so you can follow my newest builds before they're gonna release on YouTube. So let's gonna start at our gear. As I said, Andariels Visage, try to triple crit your attack speed. You can also go for dual crit and whatever hits you get with your third one. For your chest, go for Yakinth Shell, as also a GA on maximum life and triple crit your maximum life. I still advise you first go for double crit and then only go for triple crit if you double critted all of your other gear pieces. For your gloves, I was extremely lucky. I hit them for my first try. Try to get a GA one with lucky chance and also at least double crit them. And for your pants, go for Dex, Max Life and Armor, hit GA on Dex and Max Life. Go for barrier generation temper, as also your maximum resolve temper and at least double crit it. The best one is to triple crit it because we're gonna scale off our crit and also the paragon board with our resolve sex gain. The colossal will double tip, so we'll get double the amount of damage with it. Also for your pants, go for the interdiction aspect. I am testing a Razor Wings build right now that is also really cool. And for your boots, go for GA max life and also Dex. Go for movement speed, barrier gen and movement speed. Hit your barrier gen at least once, you will get your max barrier gen and then double crit your movement speed. And for aspect, go for the ferocity aspect. For your weapon, go for quarterstaff for more block gens, also for Dex, max life and also damage over time as affixes. For your tempers, go for music circle potency, is also a chance for Quill Volley, as I said, also triple crit, a chance for Quill Volley, and go for aspect of Plains power. So we're gonna do more damage because it will actually double dip with our Checker Spirit Hole. You can also try out to get your Soothsayer on your weapon, but I'm still trying this out, don't know if it's better. For your amulet, go for the Dex and Max Life affixes, as also your potent ranks if you're gonna hit it. Otherwise you can also go for nourishment. For your tempers, go for music circle potency, as also maximum resolve sex, and max out your maximum resolve sex tempers. And for aspect, go for aspect of redirected force. It is also really powerful. For the first thing, go for Dex, max life, and for the Quill Volley, you don't need the chance to make enemies vulnerable. Go for crit stack damage affix, as also the lucky chance to restore primary resource. This is really important. You need it in order to restore your resources, as also for the music circle potency, and try to triple crit your music circle potency. If you still have some problems with resource, get at least maybe one hit with your chance to restore. And also for your aspect, go for the Soothsayer aspect. This will shatter to large amounts of enemies when you're gonna kill your enemies. And also for your second aspect, go for the rebounding aspect. So Quill Volley feathers will explode the apex and will return to you. It will generate really many hits for our Andariels Visage. For your affixes, go for max life, Dex and also crit stack damage. Go for attack speed if you still need it for your first cap. And for your tempers, you can try to get a double chance to restore primary resource generated or a Hunter cooldown reduction. And for your second temper, go for Mystic Circle Potency and also double hit it. For gems, go for Amethyst, your Sapphire and your Ruby, if you have these 3 kind of rings. And for your armor, go for your Amethyst. And for your rune words, it is the same one as always, Xyexal, so we're gonna get the maximum life, and also the Tamque, so we're gonna get the Earthen Bulwark. For Spiritborn, go for Triggers both if you don't have max aspect. If you have max aspect, go for Gorilla. For your skill tree, I will just give you a quick overlook. I won't go into details on every skill. Get your basic skills so you can get your Quill Volley, put 1 rank into Quill Volley. We're gonna do damage with our Andariels Visage, not Quill Volley. It's also the cleave of it. 2 points into your Vigorous. Then get your Vortex as also your Ravager with the core skill generation as also your passives up here. And for your defensive skills, go for Max Length and Armor Height as also the Cliff. Max Length Preservance for more damage reduction. 2 points into Auspicious for additional chance to get our shield up. And also counter attack with Cleave for more crit strike damage and dodge chance and nourishment. For potency skills, only go for 3 points of potent and 3 points of resilient for more life, for more damage. For your ultimate skills, go for 4 points into Hunter as also the Cliffs, 3 points into Resolution as also Supremacy, and Intricacy. You need to cast your Armored Height before you cast Hunter to get a 100% uptime, and also 1 point into Initiative so we can get more unstoppable stacks if we don't have the Gorilla Spirit Horn. And for passive skill, go for Nox Resonance. This will do our big boom of our damage. For our Paragon board, go for the Colossal in your first board. The increased damage for each stock of resolve. Gonna double dip with our resolve stack, so this is really good. For your second board, go for the Revealing board for more damage against knockdown enemies, as also the Fitness Cleave, so we're gonna get more crit strike damage, and we're also gonna try Vigor when we crit strike. Also try to get the luck hit chance here. For next board, go for the Spirit Cleave. It will give you more crit strike damage. It's also the Vicious Shield, it is really powerful. And also the luck hit chance in here for more. And there's Visage proc chance. For the second last board, go for Convergence, as also the Canny Cleave. So apparently the Canny Cleave will also double it with your Primate Trigger Hall. So you will get a damage 2 times, so also go for Canny. And for your last board, go for Zapping as also your Bane. So we're gonna have a chance to do a double amount of damage with our Andariels Visage. And after that, try to get your resistance up, your armor, and also your damage, non-physical damage, attack speed. Just skill them whenever you have the points for it. I also presented you the Charplana with 200, 250 and max out Paragon board. You can check this out. Also, please leave a comment if you still have some questions on it. For our mercenaries, I am still trying out Subo because he will give us 30% increased damage over time, as also more luck hit chance. I still don't know. If you want to go for the safe bet, go for here as main for more armor and more damage in general. Variana, still Variana for Bloodthirst for more attack speed. You can also go for the Ancient Harpoon. It is also fine. I hope I could show a really cool build gun with which you can push to the 150 pit. It is really cool. It makes a lot of fun and you can melt every enemy in the game with it. If you like this video, please leave a like and a sub. It would boost my channel tremendously. I would also appreciate the follow on Twitch a lot. And until the next video, bye.